link, put it in the Patreon. Switch accounts. I got to do a Precious show today too, at 1.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You going up there?
Yeah, I'll be up there at 1. Boom. Let's get this link. Precious show today too, at 1.
Oh, really?
Okay.
Yeah. You going up there?
Boom. Patreon. Others.
720.
Let me pull everything out too. So I have it. Discord.
Damn, they didn't give us a updated, I don't think.
Live. Let me get these ads queued up. It's about 783. What up, Scary Squad? Pulling up in this thing. How y'all doing? What else we got? This one. Well then. What else we got? We got Mac Weldon and what else?
BHM.
BHM.
And Blue Chew.
Okay.
I'm trying to switch accounts, damn it.
So get this, every 1
No.
point...
Not getting nothing. All right, here we go.
Hey, you, the creator who sees the...
All right, where are you guys?
Cool. I eat. Boom, we in here. All right, so we got 40 people in here. What's going on, Scary Squad? More mob.
Scary Squad, what up?
Gang.
We doing it early today because we shooting.
Yeah, a little early.
We shooting Precious's podcast a little later.
What time is your slot, Pat?
1:30. I think it's the same.
Okay. I guess we on there together.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What's up, Deetra? What's up, Day? I'm sorry, Day Janae. Luela, Brandon, Taj, Carm, Simone. What's going on, Naisha?
I'll go live from the Damn Internet You Scary account when we get there.
You say what?
I said I'll go live from the Damn Internet You Scary account when we get there.
Oh, okay, bet that up.
Okay, that is just scary.
Hey, one more person for tonight. All right.
Jesus.
Oh, happy birthday, Miss Chanel. She in there.
Hey, happy birthday. Turn up, but socially distant.
Roast Meat is coming back, guys. We shot new episodes last week. Also, Bad News is coming back. We shot new episodes last week. And Dad Jokes shot new episodes last week. So those are
But
coming back.
It's just an altered version of Roast Me, though.
Yeah.
Don't expect the same version.
Yeah.
There's no way of doing Roast Me and respecting the COVID laws. So it was remixed to have less people. But it still has that group feel, still has all your favorite characters. I think you guys are going to like it. It is a lot shorter, though. I fully expect to get cussed out for the length. They're like 10-minute episodes. But
you can't have it all, man. Y'all want the show, y'all got to take it how we can give it to you. And that's how we can give it to you.
Right. I'm not going to give a 30-minute lukewarm episode. You know what I mean? The reason why Roast Me was able to be 40 minutes was there's 30 people in that room.
Yeah.
So
playing off each other. That's another thing.
It's always going to be the best version regardless of the time. So I'm sorry, guys. It's going to be short, but it's going to be funny.
All right. Well, shit, let's get it going. You ready to get it going, Pat?
Yes, sir.
All right, well, cool. Oh, it is. Yo, what up? I'm To Hear More.
And I'm Patrick Cloud.
And this is another episode of Damn Internet, You Scary.
Happy birthday, Barack Obama.
Yeah. This is filmed on Tuesday, so people that see this on Thursday, it is what it is.
He's like our new Uncle Phil. That's how it feels. he's like he's not our dad, but it's just like he's like everything you do. You're like Papa Obama. Yeah, man. There's a lot of weird stuff. Like, what I want to start off with is this Neuralink chip. Have you heard of it? This new Elon Musk thing?
Mm-mm.
So, Elon Musk, basically our Tony Stark,
right.
He is dropping a Neuralink, which is essentially a brain chip that is going to be installed onto your brain. And there's a lot of things floating around about this. There's one aspect of it says that people will be able to hear sounds that were previously impossible to be heard by human ears, which in my mind is like, that's how God wanted it. Like maybe we shouldn't be hearing this stuff. But yeah, it says it'll allow people to hear sounds that were previously beyond their range. But the good thing is like, it says it could help restore movement to someone with a fully severed spinal cord. Like there's a lot of like health benefits to it. But I'm just worried about all the other stuff that comes with it. You know, he's also saying like it'll let you stream music straight to your brain, which I don't even know how to process that. Because I mean, I was thinking you listen, but I guess you're
going to destroy the headphone industry if that's the truth.
Just right onto the brain. What does that even sound like? I mean, if you think about it, ears are just a passageway to the brain. So I guess the brain has been listening to it, but I don't know I'm not smart enough to process that.
My biggest fear with things like that is that it falling into the wrong hands, and then whoever has it uses it for evil and turns us all to mindless zombies. And now we're their mindless army just getting shot. Cause like, if you can do that, like type of stuff, what's to keep you from accessing the area of the brain that controls fear, reason, and logic? So you
just fear?
Yeah, you basically erase that fear, and now you got people running toward guns and stuff like that, just under your control. Nah, bro, I'm good on that. My headphones don't take up that much space in my bag. I'll keep rocking with those.
You could do the whole.
Those happen to be the Raycons.
Are you gonna do it? You gonna do it now? You gonna save it?
No.
Okay. I'll just say early ad. But it's wow. It basically says you could connect a single USB-C cable and provide full bandwidth data streaming to the brain. But just like you said, that could be reversed. It could also extend hearing beyond normal frequencies. So people who have super strength hearing. I'm assuming maybe some limitless things. Like if you could access different parts of the brain, you might be able to give your smarts like a little iOS update and just super like smart.
Somebody said that you'll be able to hear the trees screaming. Was that Hippigo? Because You ever hear the trees screaming every time the wind blows? Fuck!
It's cold. You hear ghosts and stuff while you sleeping. But it says you can regulate hormone levels too and deliver enhanced abilities like greater reasoning and relief from anxiety. That's scary. You could just turn your reasoning up.
Yeah. I mean, that could help some people, people that have a problem saying no.
Mm-hmm.
And just be agreeing to everything. They trying to reason up like, no, I'm not going to this party, bitch. I got to be at work at 5 a.m. Why would I go to this party? Y'all trying to head out at 12 a.m. No, I'm good.
I feel like stuff like this is great if you're talking about like the people with spinal damage, or it says it can help people suffering from neurological disorders or brain disease like Parkinson's. But it's what's after that, because it says Musk ultimately wants the technology to allow people to compete with artificial intelligence. And I'm like, fam, what? Instead of us just not venturing into this whole AI robot thing, which we have seen literally movies of this going wrong, now we're trying to like compete with ourselves and be like, all right, we're going to keep making this AI, but we're going to make ourselves stronger than AI. It seems like the first chapter of the Apocalypse movie.
Here's my thing with it. Like, we've seen the AI movies, you know what I'm saying? We've seen Terminator and all that type of stuff. And then we also saw Contagion and all the other movies where there was a pandemic from some man-made disease and all of that. And we was like, oh man, this is great entertainment. And then COVID hit, and now people are like, oh snap, maybe this was the precursor. Maybe this is like, you know what I'm saying? And now people are still pushing this AI envelope, and it's like, bro, y'all didn't learn from COVID? Just slow down a little bit, man. Why y'all still trying to invent that type of technology? Why don't y'all invent a cure to cancer or a cure to the common cold? Like,
right?
Let's start with flying cars. Not even flying. What about hovering cars? Let's start with that.
We have so many problems, and y'all switch to robots. Like,
People are lazy. They don't want to do anything for themselves. They want robots to do everything.
I don't necessarily think this is considered nanotechnology, but like between this and the stuff Bill Gates is talking about, like the robotics that can be inserted into people's blood, like it's scary. Like I'll never forget. I was randomly at a UCLA basketball camp, and the coach stopped and sat everybody down, and he told us like he used to work for the CIA, and in a bunch of years there's going to be a chip that's put in your finger that replaces all credit cards and debit cards, and that was the mark of the beast, and there was things in the Bible, and we were all holding our basketballs like, can we play? What are you talking about? Like, he really sat us down and had like a full, I'm an ex-CIA. I think this was the birth of my paranoia, but he talked about this when I was a child. So every single time this type of stuff is brought up, I get very scared.
That's the reason why he no longer works for the CIA. He don't know how to keep his mouth closed.
He was for sure coaching basketball camp, but it's like, I mean, I hope he's still alive. I really hope he's still alive, because that is.
I don't know. Keep his mouth closed. They're gonna go ahead and fire his ass.
That is a big no for me, dog. Speaking of the amazingness of the brain, I found out a really dope, fascinating fact. Shout out to Uber Facts. That's like my favorite place to pull fun facts from, and I double check them, and they seem to be pretty accurate. I did not know this, but you know how like if you have schizophrenia, you see and hear random voices, and you see like disembodied faces and hear certain things like that?
Did not know that, no.
Yeah, I think that's like a big thing with schizophrenia is like you, I mean, I know that the voices are a thing, and you hear different things, but apparently there's like a visual aspect of it with faces. But I guess it's the voices thing. But people went into, all right, so what do people who were born deaf with schizophrenia see and you know what I mean? Because you always hear about like, all right, that fact, like if you were born blind, how do you dream, right? Yeah. So apparently people who were born deaf with schizophrenia see disembodied hands signing to them as opposed to hearing voices. And I thought that was crazy interesting, because it's like, I don't even know if that's scarier.
Just some hands signing to you from the darkness.
Yeah, that's wild. Like, and it's like, you know,
That's yeah,
what
that's weird. I
that's
mean, I guess that makes sense. They ain't never heard the voice, so I mean, but I wonder if you were someone like that wasn't born deaf but then went deaf, what would your dreams be like?
I always thought that about the blind thing too, because if you weren't born blind, do you remember? You know what I mean? Do you like remember how it was, or is it just like a whole new world? These type of things are always fascinating to me because it's crazy how the brain works, you know, and how it adjusts.
It'll fill in the pieces.
Yeah,
it'll fill in the pieces, man.
All I have to say
Somebody said, "What if they look like Mickey Mouse hands? Would that be bad?"
Just the floating gloves.
Yeah.
Here's another random fact. It's not as interesting, but pretty wild. You know what kills more Americans each year than sharks? What? Armed babies.
Really? Like babies just getting guns and shooting people? I'm not just shooting people, but like playing with a gun in the house.
Babies, armed babies. Armed babies kill more Americans than sharks. And
you gotta have that vault. You gotta have either the gun lockbox or have the mechanism on it so the trigger can't fire, and then obviously have it unloaded if you're gonna have it in the house around kids. Like that's crazy as all get out.
As all get out. Also, hippos.
Really? Yeah, I heard that hippos can be very territorial and like just violent. People be thinking because they big and they're robust and they're round, like, oh, it's so cute, man. Those teeth look like tusks.
No, hippo. Have you ever seen a hippo chasing a boat? I said a butt.
Yeah. They swim mad fast. I've seen some videos with that. That shit is crazy.
That is very scary. But yeah, apparently armed babies and toddlers be shooting people. That's not funny, but it's wild. It's wild as hell. There's even a article on Euronews saying that armed toddlers kill twice as many Americans each year as terrorists as well. So apparently, terrorists and sharks are both neck and neck behind just regular babies. Okay, so since we're just talking about dumb stuff to start us off, are you sick of fast food restaurants trying to make it in the fashion industry yet?
You know what's crazy? I remember seeing hot dog on a stick and they had apparel. They had some t-shirts and some hats and stuff like that. And I'm like, who's just walking around with hot dog on a stick apparel? Like I didn't know that was the vibe right there.
What does that say about you? Some you can get away with, like if it's like a retro thing, like if you got I've seen like people rock Roscoe shirts or In-N-Out shirts. But it's like you got a Bubba Gump shirt, like that just means you a fan of that restaurant way too much. And then once the Popeyes team joined, you might remember when the Popeyes they came out with windbreakers and shirts and pants, and it was all the most. Hey, can you turn my screen sharing on? The next person to or not person, the next food chain to come out with some new. Here's why I like this story. It is the most, like, I don't know what the cultural ties are, but there are some, because Popeyes came out with some surprisingly, I mean, it was stupid because it was Popeyes, but in terms of them taking a swing at clothes, it was just like, that looks kind of, it doesn't look as bad, right? But then what ended up happening, since Popeyes, it was all black and cool, they had the chicken sandwich, KFC came out and tried to do the same thing with Crocs. Now, the fact that KFC is kind of known as the unseasoned version of Popeyes, for them to drop a fried chicken Crocs to try to sort of like compete with Popeyes, which is compared to this was like a full Blue Ivy, an Ivy Park rollout, because this is the bull. This is the bullshit. I don't know if that's a piece of chicken photoshopped on it or if that's like a keychain type of thing, but I don't know.
It's too much is what it is. First of all, who's wearing this? Like, who is really really wearing this? I want to know the person that's wearing this. And then I want to know the person that pitched this idea
right?
in the boardroom that was like, this could work.
Who approved it?
People really got behind that, like, yeah, Crocs, that's what we need.
Who can really even prove that people who like KFC also like Crocs? That's a very strange connection. Somebody in the comments said the way my ethnicity is set up, it's
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
doing too much. That is
I saw that meme that was floating around with the piece of chicken, and then it was like Happy Emancipation Day.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if that was real. I was trying to go to KFC's Instagram to see if they had it on there because I didn't find it on Twitter. I just saw the meme on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, nah, they didn't do that for real.
No.
But the Crocs thing is actually on their page, so you guys can actually go to Instagram and go to
sold
KFC
out.
page and see that, yeah, KFC and the Crocs was actually a thing.
And that's the thing, it's sold out. So the guy who actually pitched this is probably like, yeah, I told y'all.
It's so funny that KFC actually has like a page and like they have this guy actually on there.
Oh God, I forgot they tried to make the Colonel hot. What the hell?
Yo, for Mother's Day, look at
who is behind KFC's marketing? They're giving us a whole bunch of stuff we never asked for.
Bro, look,
Colonel wasn't.
Oh my God, look at my.
Oh my God, why? Why would you want to fuck the Colonel?
You want to come find out what these 12 herbs and spices are, baby girl? Come rock with a real one.
You want the original or the extra crispy?
Oh man,
I don't get it. That's like trying to make Aunt Jemima sexy. Like it was an old white person who made good chicken. Just that's it.
Oh, look at him holding the shirt open, letting the abs just do their thing, dog. With the tattoo,
Why?
They really embraced it. They went full throttle with the sexy Colonel.
But low key, I mean, obviously, this is nowhere near as bad. But we can't say that without bringing up the fact that Wendy's are some of the most foul people in marketing. Everybody remembers. They act like people don't remember. Everybody remembers there was a smooth 4 or 5 commercials where they used the actual daughter of the white dude. I forget what the white dude is. Dave. Yeah. They used the actual daughter that the symbol was modeled after, the red-haired girl. Uh-huh. But she was a little overweight. But for some reason, it was like, who cares? Like, it's Wendy's. Right. They replaced this girl. That was the actual daughter. Yes. I remember that. They replaced her with like this skinny, like, I'm Wendy. You know what I mean? And it was just like,
but you know what? Like that might not be all on the company. That's probably the public. Like the public probably was like, yo, who the fuck is this chick? And like they you know, they do like the testings first, and they're like, yeah. So the public's not really responding well to Wendy. We might have to switch this up because they gonna only do what the public like. Any new show and all of that, they always have a test group, and they put it out there first with the test group. Like, yeah, I did okay, but then when they put it in the public's like, yo, this is Wendy? No, this can't be.
You really think that the public had an outcry for that?
Bro, I'm just saying they might not just like it. That's what happened to Judy on Family Matters. When she went upstairs and never came back, it was because the test groups was like, she is the least liked character. Nobody was rooting for Judy. So they were just like, all right, Judy, hit the stairs. And then she just never came down.
I don't know. It feels like that was a Wendy's move. But I guess you're right. They do a lot of analytics and test groups. But either way, foul city. Because we shouldn't. You're not selling burgers. We're not supposed to want to smash Wendy. We're supposed to want to eat the burgers. So it's just like, that's wild. You replaced the actual Wendy. That's super wild. Well, I mean, KFC can't get. I mean, obviously KFC ain't about to get fashion correctly. But you know who did get fashion correctly?
Tell us about
Mack Weldon. All right, Mack Weldon is better than whatever you're wearing right now. It's better than whatever I'm wearing right now. I should probably throw my Mack Weldon on. But if you don't know, Mack Weldon is a premium men's essentials brand that believes in smart design and premium fabrics. Mack Weldon, they do offer industry-leading underwear, but there's a lot more than just an underwear company. A lot of people think they just sell underwear. They're actually a one-stop shop for men's basics of all kinds. So they have socks, shirts, hoodies, underwear, Vesper polos. I'm not even advanced enough to know what that is yet. Four-way active shorts. These are shorts that go 4 ways. And not only that, they're the longest lasting, high quality items on the market. Okay. Yeah. So
the joggers, man. I love the joggers, man. That's right. literally probably 5 days a week I have those on around the house. And just super comfortable.
Oh, I got the blue ones. I like the style so much that I got the exact same kind, but one's long and one's short. I just ran the same style back, got the shorts and the joggers. Super dope.
I got all the colors. I got the burgundy, the blue, the green, and then 2 different grays.
I should have went with different colors now that I think about it. But Mack Weldon, they believe in smart design, and they also believe in premium fabrics, simple shopping. It was super simple for us to get all of our stuff. You know, it's the layout is completely simple, and it will be the most comfortable underwear, socks, shirts, and undershirts that you will ever wear. I be wearing them out too. You know, I mean, you guys know how I wear it out. I wear it in the house. And they also have a line of silver underwear and shirts that are naturally antimicrobial, which means they eliminate odor. So,
fellas, take notes.
Okay? They want you to be comfortable. So if you like your first pair of underwear, you can keep it, and they will still refund you. So free draws. Think about that.
Not only that, man. Folks at Mack Weldon have created their own totally free loyalty program called Weldon Blue. It's a couple of different levels. Level 1 gets you free shipping for life, okay? And once you reach level 2 by spending, all right, so I'm gonna just do that part right over real quick. The folks at Mack Weldon have also created their own totally free loyalty program called Weldon Blue. Now, there's a couple of different levels. Level 1 gets you free shipping for life, which is always great. Always great to get whatever you're buying for free. And once you reach level 2 by spending $200 or more, Mack Weldon will start giving you 20% off every order for the next year. Okay, every order 20% off and free shipping. Come on, fam. I know I got the shorts, I got the underwear, the socks, and like 6 pair of the joggers. And I love Mack Weldon, bro. Like I feel like I'm a part of something bigger, like the part of the group. The underwear is super dope. No tags to get all in your way. I love them, man. Super comfortable, super light. And I already told you about the joggers. The joggers are super dope because they got, like, I love being able to have pockets, and they got like a little side pocket right by the thigh, so it's perfect for like my wallet or my phone, everything like that. I love for stuff to just fit, and I love for things to do exactly what they said. They said it was gonna be comfortable, said it'd be light and breathy. It's everything that I said. So I love it, man. I'm all about it.
Don't sleep on the socks, though. You can't sleep on the socks.
Too, yeah. Yes, absolutely. So listen, if you guys want to check out Mack Weldon and you want to get 20% off your first order, all you have to do is visit mackweldon.com/DIYS and also enter the promo code DIYS. So again, that website is Mack Weldon, MackWeldon.com/DIYS, and also enter the promo code DIYS. And you can get 20% off your first order. You should do that now.
Return of the Mack. Ooh, They should play that song while they give that free return for the underwear. Return of the Mack Weldon. Okay, that was horrible. All right, moving right along after the breakdown of the fly clothes. All right, so we talked about this a couple of weeks ago, but we haven't talked about him in a minute. He's been on house arrest, and I guess he was court ordered to, I don't know, stop trolling or stop being online. But what I'm about to show you is a video of the dude who supposedly was gonna be dead as soon as he stepped outside.
Oh, come on, Dan, higher.
Wow.
We have never, ever in our lifetime experienced a troll to this level. And we lived through 50 Cent, you know what I mean? Like, we lived through some trolls, but we ain't never seen it done like this.
Oh man, he's epic proportions, epic levels, dog. Like it's ridiculous.
Because the twist with 50 Cent was he would troll people like Murder Inc. and all these people who, if they pulled up, 50 probably would beat them up or have his people shoot at him. Like, that's not really a troll. That's more of a boss being mean. That's a bully, right?
Right.
Troll is not really being a part of the life at all, making your way into a gang, snitching on everybody, dissing the whole rap industry, pulling up in everybody's hoods, snitching on your own gang, to having everybody say not only will you fail, you'll die when you come back. And not only is he still breaking music records, he's doing shit like this in New York. And it's like, I don't even know how to commentate on this sometimes, because I'm just like, I could see him doing some stuff where it's at 3 a.m. You know what I mean? He does it like super safe and then drops it to mess with everybody, you know? But even so, it's just like, bro, they're gonna kill you. Like, it's scary. Like, I don't like watching it because I'm just like, fam, like, this is not, there's no way this
I feel like
ends.
he's the type to do it and then post it hours later. So he's no longer there.
Like the Chicago thing, yeah.
The
It'd
Chicago,
be crazy to do
Chicago
that.
thing, he went there, like, I feel like he went there like 4 a.m.
3, 4 a.m.
Like,
yeah. There was
but this looks like this is like daytime, like 9 a.m., 10 a.m. right here when he's doing this. But yeah, we've never seen a bigger troll than 6ix9ine, bro. Like, he's out of control with it.
It's like half me like, yo, somebody needs to do something because they're gonna really hurt this kid.
Yeah.
And then the other half of me is just like,
this guy's funny.
Well, that too, but it's like, are the streets just not as dangerous as niggas painted out to be? Like,
I feel like he probably still has like a nice security detail.
Oh, absolutely. I'm not saying
even with the streets being dangerous, like, he still will be all right because like he ain't moving in as a one-man team. Like, he still got a whole probably armored car and 5-person security detail. Like, I don't see it just him just rocking out like that. I don't think he just balling.
Absolutely. But Maddie Indigo in the chat said a really important point. He said, security can't save you from bullets. They aren't the Secret Service. No one is taking a shot for him. So that's what I'm saying. Like, obviously, he's not crazy enough to go up in, the hoods of Chicago in broad day while people are there. I mean, right. we all know what would happen if that were to happen. But I'm just saying, like, even though he's moving around with police, I still didn't think that was enough, And unless it's just like some highly strategic shit, like, obviously, I don't know. I'm not in the assassination business, but it's like, unless it's like just waiting for that one opportunity on being patient as hell, I just didn't think that like armed security and cops would help somebody who was trolling to this degree of disrespect,
Yeah, he's a different type, bro. He's a different type. And also, I just got an update. Evidently, that emancipation thing was real. KFC really did do that ad, but it was in Trinidad and Tobago. And they posted this right here, basically saying they apologize and in their efforts to, connect with us. They, how they do they issue the apology. So that was actually a thing.
So we're not talking about the ad that I pulled up. We're talking about the fist one, right?
Yes. Yeah, we're talking about the fist one.
Okay, let me see if I can find that just in case nobody knows what we're talking about. If you don't, if you're not,
I think I have it. I think
we're talking about.
Have it on my phone. Let me see if I still have it in my pictures.
They basically dropped a, was it Eman?
Yeah, it was Happy Emancipation Day. I must have just deleted it because I had it. I was gonna make a video about it. I was like, what?
Yeah, so it was pretty much a piece of chicken that was
And the shadow being cast from the chicken turned into
was the Black Power
Emancipation Day.
fist. So
I missed the mark on that one.
oh yeah, I'm not
I got it in here.
seeing it. Yeah, I don't see it. But yeah, that's I mean that's essentially what it is. It said Happy Emancipation Day. I had a chicken wing, and the shadow on the back was Black Power. They sell chicken, so I understand how they got there, but it's like if you're a chicken company, you gotta be aware about all the stereotypes. You just have to move differently. Some people try to get away with the whole like, oh my bad, we didn't know there's not a lot of black representation here at a corporate level, but it's like I'm sorry. The whole Monkey in the Jungle with H&M and the whole like all those corporate things that just got away with an apology is just like you guys know. I don't really accept the whole ignorance thing to certain things because some things are so blatantly in the media and just a part of everyday life. Even if you grew up around white people, you probably still know some degree of what's racist and offensive to black people. Now I know people who have no idea and are just completely ignorant to that type of stuff, but not on a corporate level. Y'all got advisement. But yeah, 2020 is so crazy that didn't even really affect me in any type of way.
Oh, it is. Yeah, I know I still had it. So this is the picture that is in question.
That's funny though. I mean, if you think about it, compared to everything that we've been going through in 2020,
it's just ridiculous.
It's just like that's not even like almost crazy to me. If you think about it. All right. Well, since we're talking about chicken, what would be a good segue into the next? Kim Kardashian. Why not? Kim Kardashian. Everybody's been seeing a lot of these photos dropping around like the Wyoming. I don't know what it is, a ranch or what does he have, a farm? I don't really know the whole thing about Kanye's Wyoming thing.
Yeah, I heard it was like a ranch.
Yeah, but what does that mean to just have a ranch? Like he has horses and just a lot of land and he'd be farming? Like I don't really know what that means.
Has a lot of land, maybe some horses. I don't know for sure.
Because it's like when you grew up that way, that's one thing. But to be from Chicago, like if I went and got a ranch, I'd just be sitting there like, what did I just buy? Why'd I do this? Whatever it is, obviously they're going through stuff. Mm-hmm. And I try not to be in their business like that. But I can't not point at weird stuff. And the Kardashians are masters of manipulating the media. There's like a bunch of photos of her visiting Kanye in Wyoming, mm-hmm. and there's hella pictures of them arguing in the car. Have you seen them?
Yeah, well, I saw one where they were arguing, and it looks like Kim was crying, and then
right,
it looks at the guy taking a picture, and then they kind of like fix their face. I tried to anyway.
So my whole thing is, you have a ranch. Mm-hmm. So you walked outside of the entire ranch, got into a car with clear windows to argue and cry in front of the media. Like, I will keep talking about this if it's obvious that you are purposely trying to put your stuff out there. Like it's you think
it's purposely?
Yes. You have a ranch. You
have a ranch, I get that part, but also like you don't know when the conversation is going to take that turn either. Like you could be having a regular conversation and then somebody say something that like sparks, brings up something that you've been meaning to talk about or something like that, and then it just happens like that.
If it was that, I've been in public arguments and I've seen them go both ways. I've seen the female say, excuse me, I don't know if females rocking in these streets anymore. The woman.
We need a pamphlet of what we can and can't say nowadays.
I've literally asked every woman I've talked to since then what the deal was, and they said no. But I'm still going to try to respect.
They don't have a problem with it, but
that's why I'm confused. I'm very confused, but I'll fine.
I'm gonna say lady woman.
The woman in one situation said, "Nah, f the public thing. We fighting right here." But there have been plenty of opportunities where, not opportunities, plenty of situations where it was just like, we need to go somewhere private, or we'll handle this later. If it was something, especially since you flew out there to talk to him about something that was going to turn, I don't buy it. You have an entire ranch. You parked outside, and you're Kim Kardashian and Kanye. You know how used to paparazzi they are. It's a part of their lives. You know,
Yeah.
this is a woman. You know, no disrespect, but this is a woman who used to call the paparazzi and tell them where she was going. Maybe that's still how it works. They'll be like, "I'm about to pull up in Nobu." They'd be there. Oh God, you guys are here. No pictures. Like, that's really the entertainment world in a nutshell. It's the weirdest thing ever. So if you flew out there to have a private discussion, the fact that maybe they just got back from the airport and he said some slick shit. Okay, we're finishing this in the house. We're finishing this in the ranch. Right. Park in the front of the ranch with the cows where there's like, I don't buy it. And I feel like if you're purposely doing this publicly, then I don't have the same restrictions of like, this is their business, leave them alone, blah, 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 because they are creating a reality TV show. So it's like,
it's weird that they would catch them in Wyoming too, because you don't think that like that's a big hot spot. Outside of like Kanye being there, I don't know why anybody like paparazzi would ever be in Wyoming, like ever, other than Kanye being there and him.
You know what? That is true.
Like, Wyoming's not the type of place where like, yeah, man, that's, you know where the stories are popping at? Wyoming. No, they're not. Like, that's not it at all. So outside of them, I would see no reason for paparazzi to ever be there. And how would they know that Kim was taking a trip there? So I don't know.
That is a fantastic angle. Why are there paparazzi in a ranch in Wyoming? I mean, unless they knew that Kim was coming through, which means they went out there specifically for this meetup, and you gave them an argument parked in front of them. Like, that's weird, because it's just like, there's paparazzi out here for us. Let's go in the ranch. Nah, WWE public tears. That's what this is right now. The rap game is WWE.
No, real. I don't. You know what? Like, I honestly didn't think that they were gonna last as long. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Turn the share screen off, Pat, real quick, because I don't know if both of us are on here when it's still up. I honestly did not expect them to last this long. I will say this about Kim. You know, she got a lot of backlash early in her career and basically all through her career, you know, for whatever reason, hopping from guy to guy, but, you know, men hop from women to women all the time. She's received a lot of flack. I will say throughout this entire ordeal, she's looked like she's tried to hold him down very, very genuinely. She looks like she's tried to be a good wife. You say what?
You said you think so?
I think so. I think like she will always go to his defense. She will always come to his aid. She'll put out something before. You know, Kanye didn't really talk much unless he was dropping an album or he's going on some rant about supporting Trump or being free to wear his MAGA hat or something like that. But Kim would like come and she would try to, you know, even if it was wrote by somebody else, she would try to do damage control. It looks like she's trying to be supportive of him, but I don't know, man. I just kind of feel like anytime you are part of that family, you are just going to be succumb to all the drama that kind of surrounds, you know, the TV shows, and whether it's scripted or not. Like, you're gonna be brought into it. Unwillingly.
I don't know. I didn't really see that. Like I said, I don't know them personally, so it's hard to really say. But what I will say is that if Jay-Z had a public episode like that, I think Beyonce would have come on stage. I do not think we would have heard from Beyonce on Twitter 5 days later saying that was crazy. You know what I mean? Like, I do feel like there is maybe some type of genuine love there, but it's like the stuff, and I'm not going to say she allows him to do, because Kanye is his own man and makes his own mistakes, but it's like a partner. I've seen partners look out for each other better than that, especially when one of them is having a manic episode. You know, like there are some things that I feel like you could tell who has good people around them based on how they move.
Yeah.
And if you're constantly moving weird and saying wild stuff that's hurtful to your brand, that's when somebody like a Kim or a partner should step in and say you tripping. You know what I mean? You can always tell what celebrities have people around them who say you tripping, and I don't think a lot of people are telling Kanye that. Yeah. And I don't know how he could be just stubborn. You know, like I said, I don't know the situation, but publicly it does look like it can be a little bit
handled a little bit better.
More, I don't know. It seems like it's very like opportunist.
Yeah, I can see that. But you know what though? Speaking of partners though, one thing that you and your partner should be doing is having a lot of sex. And not just any sex. I'm talking great sex. And guys, right now, you can increase your performance and get that extra boost of confidence in bed by going to BlueChew.com. That's right, blue like the color blue, and see what it's all about. Because Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. And the great thing about Blue Chew, one of the great things, there are many great things about Blue Chew. One of the great things about Blue Chew is that you can take it anytime. Some of the other, brands, you can only take it at night or something like that. But Blue Chew, anytime, day or night, even on a full stomach. And since they're chewable, they start working up to twice as fast as a pill. So whenever you're ready and whenever the opportunity arises, you can get it going. Another great thing about Blue Chew is that it's made in the USA and it's prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor or wait in a line or wait in the waiting room. And because it's made in the USA, it's even cheaper than going to a pharmacy because you don't have to go there. It ships directly to your door. So no more standing in the line at the pharmacy. No more standing 6 feet away from somebody. And now you got to worry if they're too close and all of that while you trying to go get this, man. Have that thing shipped directly to your door in the discreet package. Okay. It's prescribed, like I said, online by licensed physicians, and they'll answer all your questions there. It couldn't get any easier. And you can only benefit from this and get more confidence from where it counts. Blue Chew is the fast and the easy way to enhance your performance. And right now, we got a special deal for our listeners. If you go to BlueChew.com, you can get your first shipment, your first order completely free when you use our promo code DIYS. And all you have to do is pay $5 for shipping. Again, completely free order. Your first order completely free. All you have to do is pay $5 for shipping. And that website is BlueChew.com, and use the promo code DIYS to try for free. Again, it's BlueChew.com, BlueChew.com. Use the promo code DIYS and get it completely for free. All you have to do is pay $5 for shipping. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper, faster choice. And we definitely want to thank them for sponsoring the podcast and shooting us out the Blue Chew as well. You know what I'm saying? Because Pat, I know you're a believer and you are avid.
And let me tell you something. Forget the read, forget the copy they sent, forget all that. It's personal. It's personal story time. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, get you some Blue Chew. All right. Even if you just want to start with the 6-pack a month thing, super effective. Super inexpensive. Just try the smallest pack and see what happens, because males,
listen,
whatever.
And listen, I'm gonna tell you this: you don't have to have anything going wrong with your sex to try this. You can literally just try it to see how can I increase my performance.
Try it. Try it. Look, I get it. Even if you're 20, 30, you're like, I don't need Viagra, blah 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 blah. That's what I said.
This isn't Viagra. This is something completely different. The fact that it's chewable and it starts working up to twice as fast as a pill.
Man,
trust your boys, okay?
You gonna keep going.
You won't regret spending $5 on shipping for a Blue Chew.
You won't regret it. Your partner won't regret it. Get you some Blue Chew. This is just me talking to you at this point. Get it. All right, and then you will get it. Another slogan. Another slogan that they could use. Get it?
Somebody said, Kelvin Davis said, chew before you screw.
Chew before screw. I love it.
Y'all are silly, man. Silly.
All right. Well, this is just the most Florida thing ever. All right. Florida man. That's how this headline starts. This is why I'm paranoid about giving to certain charities. A Florida man used COVID relief funds to purchase a Lamborghini sports car, and he was just charged in Miami federal court. First of all, Miami federal court just sounds luxurious. Everything with Miami doesn't sound like a bad time. But like, this is just like, I feel like this happens so many times. We just see the few glimpses of people getting caught. But yeah, it says a Florida man was arrested and charged with fraudulently obtaining $3.9 million in Paycheck Protection Program, PPP loans, and using those funds in part to purchase a sports car for himself. Authorities seized a $318,000 sports car and a $3.4 million from bank accounts at the time of his arrest. His name was David T. Hines. He's 29 and he lived in Miami. He was just charged by criminal complaint unsealed today upon his initial appearance before UF Chief Magistrate Judge John. Okay, this is just legal talk at this point. But he was charged with 1 count of bank fraud, 1 count of making false statements to a financial institution, and 1 count of engaging in transactions in unlawful proceeds. So I wonder if the car got him caught, the purchase of the car, or if it was just the overall dumb move that was going to be flagged anyway. But I don't know. This is why I always have I would love to just see my money being like given to something like firsthand, as opposed to like those millionaires and billionaires who just say, all right, send 3 million here, send 5 million. They just send money to charities. Like, yeah. I feel like I would have to be more involved because this has to happen all the time.
Oh yeah, it's definitely some misappropriation of funds. Absolutely, without a doubt in my mind. But you don't know, you just don't know, man. Like it's unfortunate.
Florida, man.
Yeah. I was trying to pull up this one thing real quick because I don't know if you had seen this, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen for this one real quick. Okay. Yeah, let me pull this one up. This one was pretty crazy to me. Boom. So this happened in Florida. Florida man clings to hood of big rig truck. Driver says he lost it. Now, Barrett had sent me this.
Oh.
Y'all just got to check this out, bro.
Florida be like, what the fuck?
Why are they always naked?
Bro, I don't know. He has on drawers, but look at the truck. Like the truck look like it's wiggling. Get off of me.
You can't be wiggling in a big ass truck like that,
bro. Look at the, and then but watch this. Yo!
What was he saying?
Call the police.
How did this happen?
Bro.
Why is he really trying to shake him off? He's trying to kill this dude.
Because that's what I was thinking. Like, if dude actually fell off in front of it, he would run him over, right?
Yeah.
So.
He's trying to kill this dude. Why not just stop and whoop his ass if it's that serious?
At first I was like, well, maybe the guy on the hood of the truck, it was his truck and somebody stole it, but I saw the dude driving the truck. I was like, nah, he's definitely the truck driver. But evidently the cops came and, handled the situation. But it's just like, bro, what?
What happened?
I don't know, bro. Like maybe the truck driver went into the gas station and dude snuck in the truck and went to sleep and he chased him out and he hopped on the hood. I don't know, bro. I can make stories all day. I don't think that by the time I had got this, when I got this, I don't think they had released all the details yet.
Why was he naked though?
He had on boxers. He had on boxing and the tank top. That's why I was like, maybe he was sleeping in the cab of the truck. But it's not even one of those trucks. It didn't have the back to where somebody could be sleeping. Because some trucks have that extra cab, and they got beds in there, refrigerators, TVs. Like I've seen people really like deck those trucks out, but this wasn't that type of truck. This is probably an in-state truck. So
that's what I'm saying. But if it was your truck, you would just stop and get that guy off. But if you're trying to get away in the truck, that would be the only reason I would see to shake the person off. Like, what type of Vin Diesel crackhead level shit was that? That was a lot. Wow.
I agree.
Florida.
I really like that.
Florida.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is a story about the Navy SEALs fucking up.
Oh, just saw this one. Yeah.
Saw this, bro. Okay, so Navy SEALs are launching an investigation into a video of dogs attacking a man wearing a Colin Kaepernick jersey in a SEAL museum demonstration. So basically, what that means, and I'll show you guys, this Navy SEALs were doing a demonstration with attack dogs. They got the suit. You know, they're basically training these dogs how to take down a criminal. So for whatever reason, and I think we all know, we have the person who's getting chewed up in a Kaepernick jersey that was clearly modified so that it would fit on this suit. And there's like a live audience and everything. So you could really just put two and two together.
Yeah.
On all the messages, you know, obviously they probably feel some type of way about Kaepernick and the flag, which is interesting because 100% of all veterans that I've heard speak on this that weren't, you know, make America great, you know, super pro Trump, were saying like, yo, he's not talking about us. He's talking about police brutality. And that's, you know, that's important because it's important that the veterans know that what he was doing wasn't to shit on the flag, right? Mm-hmm. So it's just wild that, you know, for this group of what seems to be mostly Caucasian people looking, you have these attack dogs attacking Kaepernick or a version of him. Right. And while people are looking on like, yeah, dogs. And it's just like, bro, especially with the dogs, now you got civil rights, you know, triggers and all this stuff. It's just like, oh, God.
It's so ridiculous. It's so damn ridiculous, man.
Kelvin Davis says he's ex-Navy and they're racist AF. So yeah, that's that sucks. That's crazy. Like it's wild to see. I mean, you know, obviously we see police wilding every day, but even on the level of the Navy, it's just wild to see how almost every organization that's you think in your head is supposed to protect you, you know, growing up, is just like you see how they feel. You see how they feel. This went a lot further than, you know, just the symbolism of we don't like Kaepernick. You sicking dogs on a person who was standing up for police brutality is a very powerful message. Yeah. And we hear you.
Loud and clear.
We hear you. So yeah, I don't know what's happening with that, but at the end of the day, ends be tripping. Speaking of people tripping, we touched on this a couple of weeks ago. A petition addressed to the Department of Homeland Security has been started to have Tory Lanez deported. People are trying to get Tory Lanez TF out of America after the incident with Meg. Fans are riding for Meg, and the petition has some pretty decent numbers. From like maybe like a week ago, it already had like 20,000 signatures. Damn. And yeah, that's just an update from the world of Tory Lanez. Is he still in jail, or I don't know? We haven't heard anything.
It's been quiet on his side, so I don't know, man. I have no idea. I have no idea. But side note, Cardi B and Meg dropping that joint. I think this Friday.
Oh, the art for that is dope. I didn't even know that was
It looked like the same person. I didn't even realize that was both of them. I was like, oh snap, Meg dropping it down. I had to look. I was like, oh, that's Cardi. I didn't even read it at first. I just saw the picture. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I also saw that like a lot of I love the outpour of other celebrities toward Meg, because Rihanna had sent us some flowers and let her know that, hey, you got a good camp over here if you ever want to rock out. Just send some love and send her that positivity. So I'm loving the outpour of support from the other celebrities.
No, definitely, for sure. Yeah. But speaking of support from other celebrities, did we talk about T-Pain?
No. T-Pain. Talking about the whole Travis Scott thing?
Yeah, we talked about that, right?
I don't know if we talked about it. I definitely read it on Twitter. I don't feel like we talked about it.
But I think I just talked about it on my own channel. But I never heard him say it. I just read everything. Mm-hmm. But I never heard him tell the story. Just as a quick catch up, there was he started doing a couple rants on Twitch. And then people started collecting those with other stories within the industry that he said. And it's like it's so weird. There was like this weird shift in energy after Jay-Z dropped The Death of Autotune, which wasn't really aimed at T-Pain, because by that time T-Pain had a lot of
hits already. Yeah, he was solidified already at that time.
He had a lot of people copying his sound, but not in a good way, like Kesha. You know, like people who were abusing Autotune, but it was like whack. Mm-hmm. But for some reason, he became like the martyr for Autotune. So after Death of Autotune, people started like chanting, you know, fuck T-Pain at Jay-Z concerts, and Jay-Z was like, what? And like, you know, it was just like this weird narrative, and then people started being quote unquote mean to T-Pain. Apparently he saw Future's brother at a concert and was like, yo, I'm trying to work with Future, blah, blah, blah. And Future's brother was like, Future would never work with somebody like you, fuck you and everything that you stand for. And he was like, and then there was another situation. Who was it? I know that Future's brother dissed him. I think something happened with Kanye, but the worst thing was Travis Scott.
Yeah.
And I'll just let me share my screen. And
people are saying that you talked about it a couple weeks ago. I guess when you had remember you said you had live streamed on the wrong channel.
Oh, that's right. So I guess some of the DIYs did hear about that. But I never heard T-Pain talk about it.
Me and you, Travis Scott walked in the studio on August 10th and was like, yo, me and you, the 14th through the 18th, we're going to get in the studio and we just go, and we're going to go crazy. And I was like, cool, let me show you some of the shit. I got ideas for us. Let me show you some of the shit, right? So I was like, cool, let me show you some of the shit, right? And then I started showing him shit, and him and his homeboys was in the studio, and it was like, yo, these speakers ain't loud enough. These speakers ain't loud enough. And I was like, no problem. Watch this. Yo, Travis said the speakers ain't loud enough. Bring more speakers. Boom. Next day, speakers in everywhere. He came back in. I was showing him shit. I was like, yo, the same thing. You're like, oh, it wasn't even the next day. It was literally that night. That's right, because he never left. So he was in there chilling. And then same night, got speakers. Shit was loud. I was showing him beats. He didn't really like them. I understand that. And then he was like, let me show you what I'm thinking. And then he started showing me shit from Astroworld. And I was like, well, obviously nobody just has that kind of shit ready to go. Travis. That shit, what, man? Nobody has, like, he showed me in Sicko Mode without Drake. And I'm like, dude, nobody just like has these kinds of shits on hand. Like nobody has these kind of beats just sitting on their computer like that. Nobody just has those. And he just kept showing me shit. And I was like, you know what? That's motivated me. I'm gonna try to make some shit. And you know, and then I started going into how I do production, and I'm just like, you know what? Because blah blah blah. And the whole time I'm looking at my computer and doing shit. I'm like, you know, because you know, when I do this type of shit right here, blah blah blah, and I do this, and he's back here with his homeboys, so I don't know what they're doing back there. And I'm like, bro, so okay, cool. So you want these kind of sounds? I'm gonna put this over here, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm just moving my mouse around on my computer, and then I turn around, and I'm like, so everybody in the room dead sleep, knocked the out. Travis is somehow also asleep, standing up.
This nigga made 20, 30 videos on
Travis Scott.
How does that even work?
But listen, I thought you were talking. This is how crazy this is. T-Pain did another video talking about the whole Travis Scott thing. He's like, he rented these speakers for Travis Scott. They said they were gonna be in the studio for, you know, some days, and he's like, he went through all the days that he was waiting for Travis Scott, and he's like, he had his people calling all of that. He said he never heard from Travis Scott, and this was a completely separate video. So I don't know if this is all the same time. Maybe Travis came on the last day or something like that.
This happened all in the same like group like of time. He was trying to work with Trav. He got the speakers. He fell asleep, and then he was like, let's reschedule. And I think he missed like 4 or 5 days in a row and just flaked. And it's just like, that is so disrespectful. And then the other thing was that Kanye brought him to the studio to write for some album. Mm-hmm. T-Pain said his ideas. Kanye said they were whack, and then performed a song called like T-Pain shit is whack. T-Pain's ideas, and he had like the whole studio join in, and everybody was just teasing T-Pain, and I was just like, damn, T-Pain is so dope. Like,
he's such a cool guy, man. Like, for people, and that's what kind of gives, like, as outsiders and people looking in from the outside onto that world, it gives us a bad view and perception of rappers. Like that, and actually working with rappers at ADD, them niggas come late, they come high. They've already been sent what's gonna go down on the actual filming, and they always act like they never know, because either that people didn't share it with them, or when that people tried to share it with them, they weren't receptive to it. I've heard so many stories about how people in the industry kind of just fucked over T-Pain. I mean, he talked about it too, like how he would do features for people and they wouldn't pay him. And then when he tried to get, you know, or he would do courses for people and they didn't pay him. And when he tried to get a feature, you know what I'm saying, people hit him with the Cash App request. And it's like, damn, they really, like T-Pain, what was it, like 2004 to 2008? Every hook just about had T-Pain on it, bro. And it's like, he holds his own, and he's like a very likable person. And so like for people to like kind of shit on him like that, it's just like, man, that's so fucked up, bro.
One of the coolest things I ever heard was like, stop expecting you from other people. Yeah. And I feel like people who are good spirited like that, who are just like, oh no, like we cool. You like I'll do a hook and then you just do a hook for me later. You know what I mean? Like those people in the end up losing because they put out that energy and expect it back. And some people just ain't like that. You know what I mean? Some people are just like, man, that was a long time ago, blah, 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 blah. I'm gonna need that fee, you know? And it's like, it's unfortunate, but it's like I guess the reality is that even if you are that type of person, you still got to put your foot down and handle your business as if they weren't your friends, you know, because you can't expect to just assume everybody's got your back like that.
And it sucks because like, if you're the person who did the verse or the feature or the chorus free first, and you're just going to collect in like, yo, you know what I'm saying, I did this, I was hoping you can get on this. It's like, it's no recourse of action that you could take to actually get the person to do it. You know what I'm saying? You just gave up your time and energy for free, and this person never has to hold up their end of the bargain. And that's the part that sucks. It's because like there's no hip hop police that you could go tell like he won't do the verse after I did the verse for him. It's just like you got to just take that L and keep it moving, bro. Like, and that sucks, dude. Because like I know above anything, he was like, man, these are my friends. And then when they do stuff like that, it's like,
are they
though?
Yeah.
And I feel like that can lead to people doing a lot of stuff like, drinking and all of that other stuff. But I would say this, man, if you're going to drink and you're gonna have a good time when you do it, check out DHM Detox, okay? Because you cannot drink and have the time of your life that type of night and not wake up feeling some type of way unless you do it with DHM Detox. Pat, am I wrong about that?
No, not at all. I love DHM. I got them stocked up in the fanny pack. I had a night of drinking tequila. I had some DHM. I ran the next morning. And with me, every time I drink too much, like I'm literally in the bed just answering emails until like at least 12. But I woke up early and I ran. Like it's weird when you say like no hangover the next day, no fogginess, no nausea, all that stuff. But it's really like nothing. Like you could actually get a full day's work done the next day after having the fun that you have off of the liquor. So DHM Detox is a must-have in the fanny pack or the purse.
It's because DHM Detox is a vitamin for people who like to enjoy alcohol and get that much needed immunity boost while you're drinking. And it's time to start taking care of our bodies, man. We're in our 30s. I'm in my mid 30s, man. So I can't just be out here wilding out like that. So when I'm drinking, I got to try to be responsible. And whether you hate feeling like crap the day after drinking, or you just enjoy a few drinks here and there, DHM Detox is a must. And their company is built on the words, no days wasted. And I know we've all had binges where, it was some days wasted because we went a little harder than others, but DHM really focuses on no days wasted. You get to enjoy your drinks without the awful feeling next day. You forget the nausea, forget the brain fog, the anxiety as they call it, or headaches. DHM Detox uses science to help boost your body's natural response to alcohol and help break down those toxins. It's made up of natural ingredients, antioxidants, and vitamins. And all you got to do is just take 2 capsules after your first drink. And this goes to work. And if you're going to have a longer night and you're going to be drinking a little bit more, you just double up and take another packet after your big night. And trust me, you will wake up feeling a lot better than you would if you had not taken DHM Detox.
Yes, sir.
They come in convenient packets, so they're easy to share with friends and family, or take on a road with you or wherever. And now it's literally a major part of my drinking routine.
So for just a couple of dollars, you can wake up feeling fine after drinking. Your body got rid of them toxins, like the new hit song. And there's also free shipping on all U.S. orders. Okay, this is a completely risk-free purchase. DHM Detox, they got you. If you're not satisfied after taking the product, they'll give you your money back. So no brainer. They are like, this works, and we will prove it. So we got you for 20% off of your order. All you got to do is head over to dhmdetox.com. Once again, that is dhmdetox.com, and use the promo code DIYS. Damn internet, you scary. DIYS at checkout. Okay, so one more time, that's DHM Detox. And if you have any questions, just send a message to DHM Detox on Instagram.
Yeah.
Zigram.
Oh,
you really dug into that one, huh?
Hey man, I saw it opening and I was like, I'm going for it. My transitions, I try to weave them in. Pat, you would take a stretch. You'd be like, and speaking of bologna sandwiches, while we just coming off of macaroni and cheese.
That's so much better though. I like it a stretch. Speaking of stretch, no, I'm just kidding. I don't have a transition for this. But you guys have been asking, it's time to bring back some conspiracy corner.
Yeah.
So did you know that The Hills Have Eyes was low-key a documentary? It wasn't a documentary, but it was based on a true story. If you haven't seen Hills Have Eyes, it's about these sort of deformed monster-like humans who live in the hills. They inbred with each other so that they're, kind of like all freakishly deformed, and they cannibalize people. They took travelers who were passing through. They grabbed them. They did horrible things to them, and then they ultimately ate them. This is low-key. It low-key happened. It's something called the Bean Clan, and this was a Scottish family who would secretly ambush, kill, and eat travelers. They were literally doing this for 25 years. They would come out of their caves at night and commit their evil acts. The Bean Clan were eventually caught when they tried to ambush a young man who was a better swordsman than them. The Beans ran away, but were later tracked down to a cave by a group of soldiers, and the soldiers took the family to Edinburgh, where they were immediately sentenced to death. So this is more like a folklore. I also have sort of like a little article about them too, because I never heard of this. I almost want to watch the movie again, just because this is actually one of the most popular and terrifying people in English folklore. It's a dude named Sawney Bean, and some people think it's just propaganda to be anti-Scottish, but yeah, apparently they lived in a cave, about 50 immediate family members, and they robbed, kidnapped, and murdered strangers who they dismembered and ate. Yeah, this was like, I guess, in the late 1500s near Edinburgh. And yes, it's super weird that like a movie that ridiculous has some truth in it, and it's just like, where was this? And I can't imagine like literally like a group of family members living in a cave eating people.
I just started watching Hannibal, the show.
And
I just want to say the actor that they have I always forget his name. He is perfect for that role, man. But
who?
Like the actor that they have for that, it's the I can't forget his name. I know they're gonna put it in the comments. But he was also in what is it? James Bond, I think Casino Royale. He was the one who I was leaking. I don't know if you're a James Bond fan like I am, but I am. I'm a big fan of him. He was also in this other movie called, I think, Polar or Frozen or something like that. Arctic. I think it was Arctic. But yeah, he's a great actor, but he is perfect for this role, man, because he always just looks kind of creepy. So yeah, I don't see how people just like be eating flesh like that. That is just, I don't know. I always think of also like the Book of Eli. Like when you were eating people, you ate too much flesh, like your hands had the shakes, and that's how they could tell if you were one of those people that actually ate people.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, it said that they would survive on a high-protein diet of pickled and salted human remains. It said that as time went on, the family continued to grow on, and now on top of their 14 children, they eventually became home to 18 grandsons, 14 granddaughters. They basically kept smashing until it was 46 people in there, all conceived through incest. So this was literally a small army that was orchestrating ambushes with military precision, tracking and pouncing upon their victims, dragging their lifeless bodies back to the cave to be consumed. And there was just a list of missing persons growing day by day. It says occasionally the family almost being exposed due to occasional limbs washing ashore. And suspicion that area was like some wild stuff was going on. But no one ever thought to look at these caves for this Bean family, because that's the crazy thing about like the history of murder. It's like some people were so sick. Like now we have like documentaries and movies and all these things about serial killers, but like there's a point in time where two people got killed on the same street. They couldn't fathom that it was the same killer, you know, like they didn't have enough information. Like before we knew that this was possible and it was all in the media, like people didn't know that people were this crazy.
Yeah. That's, bro, like, I can't even imagine. I'm just thinking about all of them people living in that cave, nobody washing up.
Right.
And all the human remains and all of that. That's a lot.
But in the midst of all that, you still, looking at your cousin like, what's up? What's up, auntie?
I wonder if they spoke, because like when you are that disconnected from society, I wonder if you're even speaking like regular English or whatever they were speaking back then? Was it broken? Was it more sounds? Was it grunts? Was everything
Oh,
just
right.
like primal? You know what I'm saying? Like it just
Yeah, right.
maybe like them sleeping with each other was literally just the primal instincts to procreate and have sex, and they didn't even look at it like that because like I would imagine whenever the soldiers who found them raided the place, they found some kids. So like, what did they do with those kids? How did they introduce them to society? How do you like
Right.
teach a kid who's 9 years old and all he knows is like to fight and eat people to how do they act in polite society? How do you like get your point across without biting the person on the shoulder next to you? Because you want
without biting them.
That's crazy, dude. Like just thinking about that is like, wow.
It says the story of how they got caught is pretty crazy too. It says that it finally caught up with them. Working as a team, the Beans targeted and circled a husband and wife. They ambushed the woman immediately, gutting her and gnashing her entrails, gnashing on her entrails right there on the spot. So they started eating his wife right then and there.
The so they're not even cooking it.
Oh,
they out here with the human sushi.
They ate her like a lion. The dude said, no, pulled out that thing. He pulled out a sword and a pistol. And he says he put up a fight against this family swarm, barreling over several of them with the horse, pulling out the sword and a pistol until released from their grip. So they left. And it says by this time, a group of 30 fairgoers had made their way along the same path, which is very lucky, forcing the family to retreat. But not before exposing themselves as the cannibalistic cave dwelling murderers that they were. So that's crazy. That was the first time anybody saw them, and they just retreated and people were like, yo, what? So the surviving husband reached out to the king, who led a group of 400 people to the caves, captured them. The bloodhounds apparently led the charge, where the horrific scene of severed limbs, hanging bodies, and piles of stolen loot littered the cave. And it says that they were arrested and it said that the locals were so disgusted with the Bean family, they demanded a more painful punishment. So they burned, resulting in the burning deaths of 21 women and the dismemberment of the men until they eventually bled out. So they might have just killed all of them, kids and everything.
Let me tell you something. Immediately, I think dismemberment. I just think they just cut the dicks off and just let the blood just come out like a upside down Capri Sun.
Because it's the memberment part.
Yo, that's such a crazy story, bro.
I'm looking at a human barbecue right now. I don't even want to show you guys, but it's literally like it's literally like a grill with ribs, legs, arms, elbows, and shoulders on it, and people are just around it like, yeah, doing the wobble, all that.
That's crazy, man.
Ridiculous. I don't even know. I mean, I actually didn't read the story until just now. I just read enough to make sure it was real. But wow, I'm trying to think. Like, sheesh, if you for the first time, you didn't even know this was happening, and then 10 to 12 cave dwelling like pharaoh people came through, ate the wife out in front of you. Right. Weird phrases I told you I used, but that's just crazy. And then you have to lead an army into the caves, and you find a cannibal barbecue. That's a lot. That's a lot.
That's a hell of a lot.
They just really said burn them all. Just burn them. He said, I'm feeling kind of woozy now. I know, right? My bad.
Hey, did you see that movie, The Old Guard? It's on Netflix.
I was told to watch that. Yeah, I heard that was really good.
It's actually pretty good, man.
Yeah,
it's pretty good. Yeah, I watched it this weekend on my flight, and I was impressed. I was like, okay, Netflix, they doing all right, man. They had Extraction, which was really good as well. I really enjoyed that one, and now Old Guard was pretty good too, and they kind of like really set it up for a part 2. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So yeah,
I gotta check out. I gotta finish. What's that first one you said?
Extraction.
Yeah.
Oh, that was good. Yeah, I rock with it. I rock with Extraction. That was really good.
I'm not rocking with the Scary Squad right now. They in the chat talking about the smell of the kitty in the cave, and
What?
I want to end this now. They were talking about the Bean family smell within the caves, and
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what happens when you start a conspiracy theory, man. That's the type of stuff that can happen.
That seems like a perfect time to to bring this party to an end.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a story to go out on. I'm glad we
Yeah.
were able to transition into Netflix just to kind of get us out of there. But I'm still stuck in the caves right now, and I'm probably gonna watch
Netflix for buying all buying the licensing rights to all of those black sitcoms, man.
Okay.
Girlfriends. You know I'm hyped by Moesha, him to the, oh to the. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here for all of it, man. Best black sitcom, Moesha. You saw it first on what you say now?
That's what you think? That's the best black sitcom?
Hey man, don't question me, bro.
Okay. I like Moesha, but damn.
All the other ones were taken, so I had to just go hard for Moesha on Great Takes. All right, and ever since then, people were like, anytime something involving Moesha is on Twitter or Instagram, I get 100 tags in it, and it's like I just embrace it. I gotta embrace it. I didn't know all of those facts going into it, but when I found out, I was like, damn, everybody was on Moesha. It was kind of that deal. So
Moesha was dope. I just don't remember a lot of classic episodes. So
yeah, me neither. I can't even front like I do.
Is that the Go Home Roger, or is that Sister Sister?
That's Sister. Yeah, Sister is definitely Go Home Roger. So
all right, well, that was a good enough fail for me to end on. This has been another episode of Damn Internet You Scary. We want to shout out the Scary Squad, Patreon, for always rocking with us. We also got the watch party. We'll probably set another one up pretty soon to do more cold case or conspiracy. That first one was woo.
Yeah, man.
That was a lot.
I got two more good ones too. So whenever we can do it, I don't know if we'll be able to do it this weekend because I'm literally moving. We start moving on Friday.
Okay.
So I don't know if I'll be able to do it this weekend. But if I'm able to, if we got enough stuff going and the internet's up and running, we'll do it this Sunday if you're free.
Shout out to the Scary Squad. Always keeping it a buck with us. If you're watching on Thursday, feel free to join the squad. Just sign up for our Patreon. We got early access to episodes, other content like chit chat and cereal and watch parties that you can come hang out with us. But yeah, again, obviously thank you to everybody who watches the show on Thursdays as well. I have been your co-host, Patrick Cloud.
And I'm to hear more. We will see you next week on another episode of Damn Internet You Scary.
Yeah. Whoop, whoop. Hey, shout out to Baltimore Lily. He says this is your first episode. Well, welcome. Welcome to the team.
Stop the recording. We're still live on YouTube though with the peeps.
Sweet.
Yeah, man.
We got what'd you say?
I said I gotta. Well, shit. I guess I will see you there. We both shooting at Precious thing today. I need to go by and check on the car real quick, and then also talk to Farron about Friday because I need to find out when AT&T is coming so we can make sure that I have internet. Yeah. So we'll see.
Boom. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys in the Scary Squad. We will be up at Transit Studios later to record with Precious. So we might go live from the YouTube there just to show you guys some BTS. And yeah, I guess we will see you then. That's about my call time's 1:30. Is yours?
She told me 1:15, so probably it's still the same. She doesn't realize how close I am. I can leave my house at 1:09 and get there.
Really? Oh yeah, Glendale.
Super close. So I'll see you there though.
All right then. All right guys, we will see everybody there.
All right, Mob. Peace.